Hey guys, Krzysztof the Polish Geek back with another video and another first impressions video because, as I said, Hogwarts Legacy I decided to do on the game's anniversary on 10th of February because, yes, another distraction, Lies of P. Yes, I initially didn't know anything about this game, but I have to say, after I've been hearing so much about it and so many people praising, loving it, I decided I gotta buy it and give it a try. I guess I'm lucky that it's released on PS4 too, although that makes me wonder what is even the point of the current generation PS5 if almost every quality PS5 game is being released on PS4 too, but whatever. Let's get to start playing Lies of P. I have to say, I really love Lies of P. Like, this game is awesome. Like, I love the graphics and all, and this game is a Souls-like game, but it's not a From Software game, although when you play it, you totally feel like it very easily could be one, and I might even have to repeat it a couple of times that it's not a From Software game, because honestly, as I'm playing it, I'm almost forgetting it, because it very much feels like a Souls-like game that was actually done by From Software. I remember how when I talked about Elden Ring, at some point I said that their next game should be more linear and it should not be open world, and they should though come up with a new theme. And even though this is not From Software, as I just said, this is very much basically as my wish come true, because this time this game is about Pinocchio. And it's not even a Pinocchio story in name only, or you're just using the characters. It's very much like he's filled with so many references to the original book by Carlo Collodi, and it also, and not just many references to the original book. Like, the story very much has themes, philosophical elements, as well as the spirit of the classic Carlo Collodi book, and it's simply magnificent. Although the setting has been moved from Italy to France, more specifically early 20th century France, and I loved it too. I actually think it fits very well for the game, especially that this Belle Epoque period of France is the period where there was so much innovation in culture, art, as well as innovation in technology, so it very much fits perfectly well for the game. I really love the art and the level design from this game. Instead of bonfires, the game has stargazers, perfectly fitting with the setting. And I also love that there are shortcuts and ladders like there are in all the other From Software games. Although, then again, this is not a From Software game, like I have to remind myself again. But it can get confusing. And I also really love the graphics and the rainy weather that this is taking place in. And instead of a round table hold like we had in Elden Ring, this has Hotel Krat for your relaxation spot where you can level up and also or purchase some upgrades. And I really love Hotel Krat. Sometimes I wish I could just go and stay overnight there because I really love the look of Hotel Krat. And I really love the combat system here. And it's quite obvious to me that they decided to borrow a lot of elements from other From Software games. I can see some elements of Sekiro here in that you can just go around and slash. You quite have to actually try to experiment with your various combat styles. But it's also very fast, like Bloodborne, Elden Ring, and Dark Souls 3. And the enemies are really interesting. Sometimes I get the feeling they're robots, even though technically they are supposed to be puppets. Well, logical, since this is technically a Pinocchio game, and the boss battles are pretty interesting. Well, obviously it wasn't going to be easy. I really love Lies of P, and I know the fact that this game is already pretty challenging and I'm already having some trouble and I only know it's only going to get harder from here. It does make me kind of scared, but at the same time it's a magnificent game and I totally have to beat it now. It's a really awesome game. maybe even better than Baldur's Gate 3, which says a lot considering how much I loved Baldur's Gate 3, but I already really love Lies of P, and who knows, since based on what I'm hearing it's only going to get better, maybe too early to say it, but honestly, it might be now one of my favorite Souls-like games. Like, when I compare it to my two favorite From Software games, Elden Ring and Dark Souls 3, Lies of P could totally be number 3, or who knows, maybe it could even be in the top spot together with Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, depending how amazing it gets from now on. And I can only imagine it's only going to be getting better and better. And I already have a lot of other things to say about the game, but maybe I'll save those for the actual review when I beat this awesome game that I'm already loving. I have to say, I'm really loving Lies of P, and I'll definitely keep playing it. I will obviously have to take a break from it because in 2 days I'm going to Paris. Like I was saying before my trip to the United States, I will go to Paris afterwards to visit my sister and niece and nephew. So, and because it's a game that requires very huge focus and commitment, chances are I will likely have to start it all over again. But really amazing game, and I'm more excited to play it now. It's certainly pretty challenging, and from what I hear everywhere, it's only going to get much harder later. So I am very nervous too, actually. But I'm up for an adventure with Pinocchio. Although the fact that this game already pretty challenging, it's only going to get much harder from here. Yeah, it will require a really huge patience and commitment. But I'm really loving Lies of P and expect a full review when I beat it. If I have enough patience, of course. Which, please, let's hope I do. But here are my first impressions of Lies of P. Magnificent game, and in all honesty, I sometimes forget that this Souls-like is not made by From Software, because when you play it, like, it totally feels like it very much could be made by From Software, even though, and sometimes I just have to remind myself while playing it, this is not by From Software. But magnificent game, and thank you for checking out this video. Press the like button, please subscribe to this channel, and I'll talk to you soon in another video. Talk to you later, bye!